Okay, so you dragged me from my slumber at 1 in the morning to talk about your Smash stuff, and you're telling me that you don't even have a good structure for this?
Yes, but the thing is, it's only 1 in the morning because you talked for an hour about Pokemon.
What's that? I couldn't hear you over the fact that I edited some very, very inconspicuous sounds over there. Wait, did I say anything about editing? No, I didn't. Let's go back on topic. You're bringing us way off topic way too much.
Yeah, that's true. We do go off topic in our discussions too much. The thing is, when it comes to, well, there is a structure here, and the structure will become apparent later on. But basically, when it comes to new characters, I'm thinking that they're, well, actually, you start.
What? Okay,
Oh
sure,
yes, no,
fine. My friend.
no.
Okay,
I
okay,
remember what I have
jerk.
to say.
All right, cool.
Basically, they're finally going to find a way to put Ridley into the game. I feel that they're going to, especially with Metroid 4 coming out, Metroid 2 just came out. I mean, Prime 4 and 2 remake, but you know what I mean. They're going to find a way to put Ridley into the game. So that's my first big bold prediction.
Or they could put one of the bounty hunters from Metroid Prime 3 that everybody loves.
Or they could put one of the bounty hunters from Metroid Prime Federation Force that nobody loves.
Yeah. That's when generic Federation Force soldier gets his own Smash trailer, then you can call me.
I mean, they can be the new Mii fighters.
Yeah, but those could be
Are Mii
anybody.
fighters coming back?
I mean, it depends on how the system works.
Yeah, because there are no Mii. They'd probably just internalize the entire Mii system into Smash Bros, which seems like a lot of work.
Maybe. I mean, Smash Bros. Has a lot of work put into it.
That's true. Maybe they'd make a much more detailed Mii system where it's not really a
That
Mii, but it is a character creator.
Okay, now that seems a bit too well. I say that, yet Smash always has a lot of extra stuff and extra modes that we never take much notice of.
Yeah, there are so many. Like, Smash Bros. Has a lot of features in general.
Yeah, but yes, what are you going to supplement with all the characters now, or do we go in rotation? Because again, you had no plan.
I mean, no, there is a plan. Like, there's probably a title card that came up that said what this section's about. This section's about new characters. You don't have to go in order. Just tell me some of your suggestions.
Okay,
We'll
Rayman.
just naturally talk. Rayman.
Yes, Rayman.
I
Who's
was
waiting
about to
for
say
Rayman
no,
forever?
but this ties into the fact that I believe, and this will be in our E3 video, I believe that Ubisoft is going to come out with a new Rayman. And so they're probably going to cross promote this by putting Rayman in Smash Bros. That seems possible to me.
That well, that
And it's
depends.
the logical. Wait, so what do you say first?
That depends especially on what they reveal on E3, if they reveal anything at E3, for Rayman. So
I
just
mean,
like, because
after
I
the
wonder if they're
Rabbids
going
did
to
so
do.
well.
Yeah, but no rabbits, please. Just like,
Oh my
I,
gosh, Rabbid Peach is going to be a new part. You know, that's possible.
I mean, look, this would be another. If people would say some people would say that that'd be another Crom situation. Except Crom was, it's like people were fine with Lucina instead of Crom, even though they liked Crom. It's like, but just like if they ever do a trailer where Rayman gets like knocked away into the sky by the rabbits or something, it's like no matter how much you somehow made Mario Cross Rabbits be one of the greatest things ever. Just like that is not going to fly well.
The thing is, it could work. No, not what could work if Ubisoft was co-making this game like Namco did last time. We could see both Rayman and a Rabbit. But since they're not working as closely as Bandai Namco, I don't see Ubisoft getting two separate characters. It has to be one or the other.
Maybe they will after like what another character that they can't get back like is like maybe in the DLC, it's like isn't in this version. Who knows? But yeah, Rayman, been waiting for him forever. He has such a just like his moveset almost seems completely built for Smash. Just like come on, he has so much like
And it
that.
makes sense after getting Mega Man. Bomberman should probably, yeah, Bomberman's probably coming, but after Mega Man, Sonic, Pac-Man, Mario, Rayman and Bomberman are the last two that are just like asking to come to Smash Bros.
I mean, it's not even that they have to make up much. Like Rayman's B is like his it's so obvious. His up B is also obvious. It's like there's so and his moves could just be taken from like just like the normal stuff. He has edge. He technically has edge moves and everything like that. It's right there. You don't have to make up a lot of stuff for this to happen.
Yeah, it's like they made him. Has Rayman ever been in a fighting game?
No, no, he
That
hasn't.
seems kind of weird. That seems kind of weird.
Yeah, it's weird that he hasn't had an animated. Well, technically, he did have an animated series, but it was poorly done and had 4 episodes, and it was a
As
long
for
time ago.
taking a tiny tangent in, well, no. Yeah, I'll save that for the other sections. So yeah, basically, yeah. So Rayman, what do you think about Bomberman?
I
I think
mean,
Bomberman's more likely than Rayman, actually.
but because of the success of Bomberman R, I think that was a successful game. I think I heard it was, and because like
Yeah, it
Bomberman
was.
is quirky and just like fun, fun with the more quirkier interests and everything. It's I feel Bomberman. Feel Bomberman. It would be fun to play with. What I want, though, I mean, the issue with Bomberman is that he doesn't. Now that's where you had that's where you have to use your imagination, because the thing is that even if he technically has a better chance of getting in than Rayman, he's harder to code to like think of moves for, because he
The
throws
thing is,
bombs.
Super Smash Flash 2 actually does have a Bomberman moveset, which I love. Because he has bombs that he can just set on the field and set off at any time. And
Yes, but this is the same
sounds
game that
very
has the
OP.
Thundaga thing. That's OP.
Yeah, well, no, it's not OP because it takes so long to actually do the move. It's
Really?
worth
So,
it.
yeah, no, it's not. Not when there are like more than two people playing at a time.
Yeah, it's very OP when you're not playing, when you're not facing him one-on-one, because you can easily forget that he's just going to do it.
Exactly. So I'm more interested to see what they would do for Bomberman, rather than more so than if Bomberman would come in or not. But you know another character that I would love, because Bomberman was your pick. It's my turn. I mean, everybody obviously just would. Okay, I wouldn't say everybody would agree with me, but a lot of people agree with me with Shantae.
Oh, I was going to save that section for if they're going to set, because I assume they're going to try and bring in one indie character. Which character would that be? And just
It-
have a mini section on that. And I guess that's kicking it off where you say
You-
Shantae, and I also say Shantae, but I'm thinking that maybe Shovel Knight.
Yeah, the thing is, Shovel Knight's simplistic but charming stuff, and his weird special moves. Because if they are going to bring back the alternate move stuff, then Shovel Knight has a lot of potential. But just like with Shantae, my thing is that not only is Half Genie Hero getting a lot of press now because of the waves of substantial DLC, because the original vanilla game actually was kind of underwhelming considering Pirate's Curse was phenomenal, but that makes me think like there's so much potential, because if you want to focus on the magic, it would be technically harder because Shantae's magic comes through transformations. And so would she like transform quickly and then transform and then transform back? to do like her B attacks. I mean, if it's for a B attack, I don't think that'd be too much. Um, but I'm thinking it's either they're going to make her use her magic for that, or the pirate weapons. Or maybe the pirate weapons will just be an alternate thing, because her Shantae being a magic person actually is the main thing, so they're probably going to be use magic.
Yeah, I can imagine that they'd give her some weapons that some other characters have, because I mean they did that with what's his name, Ness. Ness got all of Lucas's moves or something.
Well, no, remember, well, you haven't seen the game, but Shantae gains a because she lost her magic in a previous game. She's had to use Risky Boots' pirate weapons, in the Pirate's Curse, and it's like
they'll probably take stuff from Pirate's Curse and have Genie Hero then, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm saying that, because her main thing is transformations, because she's only gone one game without doing it, because of story purposes.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that maybe they'll have that magic, but the pirate weapons will be the alternate moves, the custom moves.
Yeah, so that's a good idea. And I think that when it comes to indies, Shantae and Shovel Knight are the two most logical. You can think of people like Quote from Cave Story or
Yeah, I mean, Quote is cool, but definitely Shovel Knight would be coming up. Yeah, especially since Cave Story has only had, well, technically, here's the thing: Cave Story has had a lot of re-releases and such, but Shovel Knight's gotten a lot of DLC. Just to the point where Shovel Knight is heavily recognized to be in Yooka-Laylee, to fight Kratos, all that stuff. If he's already doing this kind of stuff, then he's like a shoo-in for Smash. And you've only played like the first few levels of Shovel Knight, so you don't even know like the potential of his other weapons that he gets later in the game.
Yeah, I might make Shovel Knight be my next game, but I don't want to play 10 different platforms at once. So
yeah, or else you'll lose focus and never finish it.
Playing that a lot.
Depends. But that's a conversation we'd have later. All right, your pick.
Okay, well, I guess this is now organized in this sort of alternate thing. I was gonna say that going from indie games to more like very indie level Nintendo games, do you see either Quibi from Box Boy or Dylan from Dylan's Rolling Western?
I don't think Dylan's good enough for this right now. Maybe after like the success of his game that comes out later, but right now, or maybe it's already come out. I forget which date it was, but I'm just like, but right now, I don't see it coming.
They are fine with putting niche people in the games.
Yeah, but this is like not even, this is niche with how do I put it? Wii Fit Trainer was like a completely out there, like holy crap, what kind of pick. But for a lot of the other niche picks, they're a niche with a huge, well, I won't say huge, niche with a sizable amount of fans, or at least recognition.
Iconic.
Yes, they're niche but iconic. Dylan hasn't reached there, and Dylan isn't crazy enough to reach the point of wow, how they put that in there, like with Wii Fit Trainer.
Even though Sakurai is in charge of these games, and so HAL Laboratories and his games will get super massive preference. I don't think the Box Boy characters will be in there, but I do think we're going to get a Box Boy. Either a Box Boy stage,
assist trophy. Nah, not about.
Or he's going to be an assist trophy.
Well, I guess we wouldn't have PictoChat being brought back, so maybe a Box Boy stage.
Yeah.
All right. In my case, though.
Before.
Oh, you're not done? Okay.
No, I was going to say that we should, instead of talking about completely new characters, we should also be talking about what franchise are they going to add characters to.
Oh.
Because I'm thinking that Toon Zelda's coming.
I mean, reasonable. but she'd
They
have.
did want to add Toon Zelda ages ago, I think.
I feel like they'd have to like avoid a really big clone. Well, the issue is that Zelda can't turn into Zelda and Sheik are different characters now. Now that I think about it, but I really think that it
Actually,
would be a bad idea to make it similar enough for a clone point, especially since technically actually because now normal Zelda has a Phantom, which is from the Toon universe. I might just be eating my own words.
yeah, I'm thinking that either they'd take the Phantom from that Zelda and give it to Toon Zelda and give that Zelda something else, which seems possible. Maybe they change Zelda into Breath of the Wild Zelda, and then the Phantom can just go to Toon Zelda, and they'll be completely different characters. And
Maybe,
then also maybe
and then as a surprise, it turns out they put in Linkle.
that'd be fantastic. But Link is gonna be an assist trophy as well. I don't think they'd ever. I mean, I'd love if they did that. Actually, no. What they should do is stop being
Question:
babies
Was
and give
Malon
alternate characters.
DLC for was Malon DLC for Hyrule Warriors or
Hyrule
Marin?
Warriors. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
You,
Malon.
and
Malon.
really,
Marin.
yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
it's Marin.
Marin got in, even though Malon is amazing and needs more screen time.
True.
Uh, but no, I'm not
But
saying Malon
Hyrule
should be a
Warriors
character. I'm
wasn't
not saying
technically
anything like
made
that.
by the Zelda people. So they were like,
Yeah.
we love this franchise. Let's get everyone. The thing,
I mean, they've
the
already
weird
done
thing for
amazing
us,
work, trust me. I'm not
yeah,
discounting
but
their work.
outside the Toon Zelda thing about Phantom and Skyward Sword, I mean, not Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild, a bigger issue is, are they going to rejoin the characters? Are transformation characters going to go back into one character again? Because they're not going to add both Toon Zelda and Tetra. So the only way we'd get both is if they bring back transformations. And since I don't think they will, I am assuming that maybe we'll get Tetra but not Toon Zelda.
Which brings me to something that I was told. That's reminded. Because I have two. How many picks do you have left? Because I have two.
I mean, I'm just thinking. I don't have specific number of picks here.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, my thing. I guess I'll leave that point for last. Right now, it would be Waluigi. Like, first off, everybody. No. I know what it sounds like, but just like, especially with the whole sports stuff. And especially like shown in Aces, where now Waluigi is apparently a romantic sex god or something. It's just like they're having fun with Waluigi. They're clearly having fun with him. So I'm like, if they're clearly having,
are.
wait, what?
Yes,
Oh,
they clearly are.
okay. Because just if they're clearly having fun with them, and he already has stuff to work off of, like from the other sports games. And he's already comedic and he's already funny and people already want him in and just that'd be another Mario character, I guess, that would probably play weird. And he's already an assist trophy and people are already making stuff about it. Of course he'd come in.
Actually, that's a good point. He's another Mario character in a game with so many. And well, actually, no, they're more Fire Emblem characters than Mario and Zelda, I think.
Wait, no, hold on. I don't think that's correct. Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser Jr., technically all the Koopalings, but
We'll
that's the
put up
thing.
a graphic showing if that's right or wrong. Right after we finish recording this, I'll go and check and make that image. The thing is, basically, I'm doubtful that they're going to add another Mario character. Unfortunately, they're going to add 10 more Fire Emblem characters.
No, they're not.
So,
They're going to get rid of one and add two.
yeah, well, yeah. After you tell me what your last character is, we're probably going to transition to the who they're going to remove thing.
There's my last character was actually built off an idea I just came up with, where people were talking about how there are not enough villains, not enough villain characters. And no, I'm not going to say King K. Rool. My thing is that if they are bringing in Shantae, they could pull a Dark Pit situation where just like at the end of our trailer, Risky Boots shows up, and then I'm like, Risky Boots uses the pirate weapons, so what if they have Shantae just like keep her magic completely, and then like put those custom moves to her other transformations that she does in like the other games, and have Risky come in using the pirate weapons, and then she'd be another villain character.
I mean, an indie villain.
I mean Shantae is already very, and that's true. And Shantae is already very well loved and very well marketed and everything.
That's true. I mean, they are a developer just like any other developer. So
yeah,
and they were like the original Nintendo allies, like before anyone else.
Exactly. So if Shantae,
it's possible.
if both Shantae and Risky Boots shows up, I'd be happy.
Yeah. Plus, they do say that clone characters aren't difficult to make. So yeah, it's great. I can see what you're saying. I can see. The thing is, with all of these characters, because there are some people who think that no one is getting removed, and I think that's ridiculous.
I think that with removals of the characters, well, I'll never be able to say, like with any sort of confidence, just like, oh, this seems like it's going to be removed, and this seems like it's going to be removed, and between everything else, I just don't think that. I don't think that those. Of course, there people have two extremes. People who think that nobody's going to be removed, and people who think that they're suddenly going to dump a huge part of the roster because of oversaturation of characters. Like that, if there's a whole bunch of characters that would have stopped them, they would have stopped them already.
No, I don't think it's oversaturation, but I do think the roster is bloated in general, not just in any specific.
I mean, think of the coding that's going to go on, especially.
And the playtesting. This must have been in development 10 years ago. We're going to have 70 characters.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they're probably going to trim Fire Emblem back down to Marth, Lucina, Ike, and one of the others, and maybe add a new Fire Emblem character. I do think when you said remove 2 and add 1, or remove 1 and add 2, or whatever, I do think that's possible for Fire Emblem. I don't think all of those people are staying. I do think all of.
I mean, with the Fire Emblem cell phone thing, and then Fire Emblem, was it Echoes?
Oh yeah,
like maybe I'm mixing up the names. It's like
I do think all of the DLC characters except Bayonetta is going. They may come back after, but I think they're all gone for the main roster, except Bayonetta.
Yeah, well, I really don't think. Well, I really don't think that anything concrete for taking away is smarter than anything for possibility coming in. Especially with, you have to realize that we still live, like way before Smash 4 happened, we live in a world where Snake came in.
That's true.
So that's why I don't usually discount like other characters, because it's still to this day, I do not believe that Ridley is going to be put in. But I wouldn't count it as just like ridiculous. I just don't think so. And I have my reasons for not thinking so, but it's not out of the realm.
Then again, he was a boss character in the last game. Well, we'll have to save that for later on about boss characters and stages. They're probably going to go further into that. The thing is, before we switch to who's being changed, and that section's going to be a lot shorter, I assume. One final statement. Greninja's probably going. what Pokemon do you think is coming instead? Or if you don't think any of the Pokemon are going, but I do think a couple of them are gone. But Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Lucario are going to stay, and the rest are probably going to go. And nothing from Gen 7 is that remarkable to me in terms of Smash Bros. Participants.
Just like if are you going to say Incineroar?
Yes.
Okay. Even though you're not going to like it?
I mean, he's a wrestler, he's in his element.
Yep. I mean, and he has a Z move for for the the
Final Smash?
Yep, it's right there.
That's true. Or would they put a Pokemon trainer and have the three? Well, no, they took away transforming characters. Yeah. Do you have one? No, this is the real fan. I think they have one huge fantasy. This will never happen, but I wish it would happen. Character for Smash Bros. Because for me, it's Majora's Mask Link, where he transforms into the three main masks, and that just sounds fantastic and beautiful, and it will never happen.
I mean, okay. I'd like sure, just to stay in, I won't say stay in your world, but you have your fun. You have your fun.
Yeah. So yeah, this is probably the part where the title card comes up. Yeah, changed characters. I mean, obviously Mario and Link are going to be changed. Mario, Link, and I was about to call him Metroid.
Yeah, and you're about to commit an unforgivable sin because apparently you were going to do that unironically.
Yeah, so those three are being changed.
I mean, Samus is going to get a counter now, apparently.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, everyone gets a counter. Literally everyone.
That's great.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
it would be weird if they didn't.
Samus.
Yeah, so maybe she wouldn't be F tier anymore.
Boy.
Oh, who are you? Who are you kidding? You barely counter.
I counter all the time. I'm just bad
No,
at
you.
it.
Then clearly you're so bad at it that we don't even notice.
Yeah.
Just like you might as well put up a neon sign every time you try and do it.
I pretty much do.
Either way, yeah, it would be weird if they didn't give her the counter, because I don't see a lot of people utilizing the bombs. Even though they do technically give her a little more float time.
I like using the bombs to get people from under me when I'm trying to jump back down. Which is pretty much what they're used for, but that's it. I counted probably.
They don't do that much damage either, so.
True, but they do make people move away from you.
Yeah, I guess. But what else?
That's probably it. Yeah. Do you have anyone else you think could have changed? I want to think they're going to de-emphasize clones for the most part, but that's wishful thinking.
Well, yeah, it really is wishful thinking, but as I said, clones aren't really. I'm not really. It's not that I don't care. It's more like it's not a big issue for me. My thing is that I wish that. Oh, right. One thing they need to change: Triforce Slash needs to not exist anymore.
Oh my gosh! Thank you. It's as in there's so many iconic items and moves in the Zelda franchise, and both
like call the Windfish or something.
Smash is just Z targeting. Come on.
Like seriously, you have to just like use your instruments and call the Windfish or something for Dune Linkers. I don't know.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's so
there are a lot
disappointing.
of different stuff in. Since we know it's going to be Breath of the Wild link, they're probably going to change it.
Yeah, and that they're probably good since it's Breath of the Wild Link. They're probably going to make the two links a lot more distinct that way.
Oh, that's great. You know what would be hilarious? It's Breath of the. I know this is actually going to happen, but it's like Breath of the Wild links of Final Smash. Is him holding a giant rock in place with the Sheikah Stone, hitting it a whole bunch of times with the Triforce Slash, and then sending it careening with the gravity force after it's released.
And then you can decide what direction it goes in.
Yeah, sure. It's just like that has to be like a way to incorporate both. Of course, it'd be more annoying because like they couldn't get rid of Triforce Slash even now, but still, just like that was a hilarious thought. But yeah, between that, maybe we should. Well, no, I was going to say that maybe we should do a video for later that's like describes what Final Smashes suck and how what we'd want for Final Smashes.
I think it's a bit too late, so it's better we just go through after we see what's changed in Smash 5, then we can do that video.
I disagree on the too late part, but yeah. So, are we ever going to reach stages? Because we're taking up a lot of time.
Oh, well, no, before we get to stages, you touched on something interesting in that Peach's Final Smash has to be changed.
Yeah, that too.
So
It's going to be changed to rejecting marriage proposals.
Oh yeah. Wait, does he? Well, I don't want to get spoiled on Odyssey because I know nothing about Odyssey's story.
And yet, just like I went for so long without knowing anything, but no. And now I know what. And now because I was watching a video on Final Bosses, and you know how they like insert random clips and everything, I now know what part of that fight looks like. Like, god damn it! And then I continued, and now I know what Calamity Ganon looks like. And like, darn it! Just like Breath of the Wild was like.
Why would he do that? But
well, that's because it's been out for
like a bunch of clouds.
well, in the boss fight, in the final boss fight, just like.
Oh, okay. I mean, that technically doesn't matter to me how he looks, but more how the boss fight plays.
Yeah, that too. I saw. Well, I'm trying to erase my memories of it, and it's actually surprisingly working. But just like I saw some of the format of it, it's just like I just need to forget. But yeah, because especially since after Mario Odyssey came out, and it was like a meme of of what happened in it, for a while. Just I couldn't escape it. But yeah, just know that with the whole Bowser. With the whole Bowser trying to marry Peach, just like her final smash would be rejecting marriage proposals or filing for a divorce or something.
Yeah, or, I mean, you think that Peach, you think that she'd have something where I can't think of what her final smash would be.
I mean, there's always Empress Peach, but that's from a sports game.
Yeah. It could be. I mean, they could make something up.
Or they could give her the vibe stick.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
Or are they?
I mean, or are they? Good point. Who knows? To be perfectly honest, I don't think I really hate anyone else's Final Smash, other than Peach's. And Zelda? No,
I still don't like DDDs.
Oh, I like DDDs.
No, I mean it's
too many Final Smashes are just one big sword slash. And I guess DDDs is pretty much the same thing.
I mean, it just like he can do. First off, he can do so much more with what the franchise has given him. Just.
Oh my gosh, DDD's gonna get swole and punched. Obviously, that's definitely. He's gonna get really muscular and punch you off the stage.
But he'd have to be possessed to do that. Like, does that mean that every time he gets his smash rolls, he gets possessed by darkness? Because what I was going to say is just make his final smash like a Wario Man kind of thing, but with masked DDD.
The thing is that they're probably going to add back a story mode, and so he probably will get possessed.
That depends on if Sakurai's mentality changes for why he took it out in the first place.
I mean,
trust me.
Took it down because it was revealed, so no one will reveal it this time.
No, dude. Well, no. Here's the thing. Like, especially with stuff like Prosaphia Gaming, as soon as the story mode even like hits, just like you're going to see, because just like more so than back in the day, that's going to happen. So if his mindset does not change, it has not changed on that, he's not going to do it.
I guess we'll see then, but I only had one more statement regarding Final Smashes, and I was going to say Kirby's would change into Hypernova, but I realized that it would have changed into Hypernova last game, since I'm pretty sure Triple Deluxe.
What is Kirby's Final Smash again?
Mega Sword.
Oh, the Ultra Sword, yeah. I mean, maybe I was going to like Hypernova. I mean, Hypernova could work. Probably not the Robobot. Ooh, what if a Robobot would be like an item? I don't know. But
oh well, no.
Yes, it seems a bit complex. But
he'd be able to jump into it during story mode.
Yeah, maybe. Story mode where you'd have to use custom moves.
Oh yeah, but that's for our new features mechanics section. We're saving that for the end. We have an order here.
We do? I mean, of course we do.
I guess we're going to stages now.
Exactly. So I'm going to go through my stages all at once, inspire you, and then you're going to go through your stages. Because I think the back and forth stuff is probably going to get us nowhere. Well, not get us nowhere, but it's going to extend this, and I'm the one who has to edit it. So, yeah. Firstly, obviously with New Donk City, yada yada yada. But what if they add Bowser Land from 3D World?
From 3D World?
Yes.
Oh, World. I don't know much about 3D World. It's later stages.
Oh. Well, just know that Bowser Land is awesome. And it should be in there.
Actually, I can just quickly look it up right now while you talk about other stages, so do that.
Okay. And just like second is the Underworld from Kid Icarus if the Reset Bomb stage isn't brought back. Which it might, I think that's because if a second game, I mean, when the second game comes out, Viridi and the others, and Dark Pit and whatever will be apparently doing something if the foreshadowing from the Smash Palutena's guidance thing is correct. So maybe they will get rid of it. Just like put it with the Underworld for now, or depending on when the game comes out, they'll replace it with another level based off the forces of nature there. Now, because I haven't checked Kirby Star Allies for anything, because I want to remain spoiler free on that, they might put in something like that, or they might make it the Heart of Nova, like a Heart of Nova stage, which could be a moving stage. You don't know anything about Heart of Nova, though.
Oops, I walked away from the recording a second. They might put in the... What are you talking? A new Kirby stage? But do they usually put in new Kirby stages?
No, that's why we're saying there's like possibilities on this point, because...
Oh, yeah, I guess this is possibilities, yeah.
Yeah, so for Sonic, they would put in either the Grand Metropolis from Forces or the Ruined City.
I'm guessing Grand Metropolis or Sand Hill.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand, dude. Clearly, they need to go to the greatest. If they're doing something like that, they need to take away from the greatest level in the game. Green Hill.
The thing is that whenever they do bring back a stage like that, they usually bring it back in its most current form, which is why I'm thinking either its most current form or its earliest form. Which is why, since they've already shown that they're willing to go further by switching it from Green Hill to Windy Hill, they're probably going to go from Windy Hill back to Sandy Green Hill for forces.
Like, I hope they don't. Because Metropolis
Yeah.
/ the Ruined City would be great.
Yeah,
But
and
it-
like fighting on the walls and stuff.
Just like, and like, depending on the hazards, like the Death Egg robots in the background could like shoot out missiles that could come on, that could like sometimes come on the stage or something like that.
It's a good idea.
Or Metropolis Infinite would show up and like and change the stage with the Phantom Ruby. That sounds awesome.
Actually, come to think of it, Phantom Ruby is probably just going to be a collage of Sonic Forces stages that are constantly being cycled through because of the Phantom Ruby.
Wait, what? Say that again?
It's a collage of Sonic Forces stages that are cycled through by way of Phantom Ruby.
Oh,
It's
so
gonna
they're
change
go-
reality.
oh, that's actually kind of brilliant.
Yeah, I see that happening.
Yeah, that's good too. And then so, I'm sorry, I just thought of what would happen if they put Infinite as a character.
Oh my. I mean, he might be an assist trophy.
Yeah, if anything, if he's not a stage hazard, he's definitely an assist trophy.
True. Also, Bowser Land looks amazing.
Yeah, it is. It's because we never played 3D World long enough when Lincoln brings it over that we did get up to that point. But yeah, my last pick is the what was it? The new the redesign of the planet Zeb's whatever surface in Metroid 2 Samus Returns.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, because it just like put that in, and if Ridley's not a character, have him attack.
Yeah, I don't have much to say because all I can say about that is that I hope that there are 1,000 Metroid stages because I love Metroid stages in Smash Bros. Because they're so ridiculous.
Yeah, well, it's like I love playing on really ridiculous stages, but apparently my level of ridiculous is way too much for everybody else.
Yeah, I guess that might be the case.
Just like
Everybody
you
is just too pansy.
just like look, I know the stages are really are just like I don't like Great Cave Offensive, but I'm saying that for something like 75 meters, that's chaotic. Thus, it's going to be hilarious. No,
Yeah, you
it's
are the worst.
no. Shut up. It's going to be hilarious. Just imagine going on 75 meters with a whole bunch of lives and items. It's just going crazy. It's great. But none of you idiots want to even try.
Yeah, we don't. You're talking about
Just like how you don't try special
specifically-
smashes.
No, I'd love to try special smashes. Special.
Really? When was the last time you did that? When was the last time you ever even mentioned that whenever we had Smash over?
Well, the problem is that I keep forgetting, but special smashes aren't on the 3DS version because they're all locked behind Smash Run, which I love playing.
Oh, right. I guess this would bring it. Oh, wait, no, not to the new features thing yet. You still haven't told me your stages. We're almost at an hour, dude.
Oh yeah, so we should be getting good luck editing. I mean, you're gonna cut out like probably 5 minutes of this.
Oh, whoa, 5 minutes. Now we can be stuck with 55 minutes of stuff that I have to weed through, then render, then upload, and hope it doesn't burn my computer.
Yeah, and we're adding to it right now. The thing is that when it comes to stages, I already said Box Boy stage. You already mentioned stages I was gonna mention, like New Donk City, stuff like that. And so it depends on basically what's announced at E3. because I'm sure there's going to be a stage based on something that's announced. So, I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 stage. This is actually something where I don't have that much to say, even though I'm the one that decided to bring it up. Because you already said the stuff I was going to say. And Alola, is there anywhere iconic in Alola? Is there a single interesting Alola location that can be used for Ultra Space?
I mean, an ultra space stage would be great. Just like, especially like if you go through, if you're like just the stage is just like sipping through the ultra warp ride, and then you go through like different versions. You go through different versions of the stages in the background.
Yeah, maybe the ultra wormhole takes us to different ultra beasts worlds, and the stages are different based on that. And it'd be like a moving version of Pokemon Stadium, where pretty much it just travels to different ultra beast worlds.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm thinking of that not only in spectacle but stage hazards, okay, I won't say I love stage hazards, but some stage hazards are some things that I really do cherish, which is why I hate the fact that default for everybody we play with is Omega. But, you know, whatever. So, yeah, I'm also thinking in terms of, like, stage hazards, what could possibly be stage hazards in that kind of stage. And I'm thinking, like, maybe if we went to Cartana's world, just, like, Cartana would just, like, float around. But since Kartana is like, apparently like super sharp, if you touch it, you take damage. It's not that it like aggressively goes in one direction; it just like floats around.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So if they really wanted to be unfair, they could do another version of the fish, where just like Guzzlord, it's just like at the bottom of the stage.
Well, you mean more like the snail? I would say I'd compare it to the snail rather than the fish.
What snail are you talking about?
The snail in Pikmin's stage.
That's not a snail. It has a name, dude.
Oh, well. The snail is gonna get... I mean, he's gonna go anyways, because Pikmin 4 is gonna be revealed, and it's gonna be my new stage based on that. But that's for E3 video.
The snail. Can't believe you.
So basically, in terms of mechanics now, simple things, I think Smash Run is coming back because Smash Tour is nonsense, and everyone knows that. And
what are you talking about? Smash clearly just like Smash Tour is the pinnacle of human design. Everybody plays it.
That's true, but I mean, I can't think of a joke, so you got me this time.
Mm-hmm. But if we were going to do Smash Run again, then it has to be like variations of that. It's just I get the whole one world stage, but first off, there needs to be way more enemies. Most of them needs to not be Kid Icarus enemies, and there's also the fact that there needs to be more than one map.
Yeah, I was fine with the enemy variety, but the map, yeah, we need like 3 maps. I would prefer, 3 to 5 sounds like a good number. And
a slot system / vote system for what comes up afterwards.
Yeah, I'd like a way for them to streamline. I mean, we talked about this already, where you streamline the whole. Either you vote on what's coming at the end, or the pool of what's coming at the end is is a bit narrower, so that you don't just instantly get into, like, you're able to pretty much add or remove things from the pool, so that you're not constantly getting run and jump and team up nonsense when you want to fight someone.
Yeah, but I still can't. I mean, you call it nonsense, but just like I only really hate run because of what usually happens, especially near the end.
I love both run and jump, and I think
I don't like run. Maybe that's because the controller for for the 3DSs I usually get are kind of loose, and I don't actually own Smash myself, so I can't use a normal thing there. So between that, just like I love Jump, and I will never forget that time where just like you died, and then I did like a DDD up B, and where you respawned, I happened to be like pixels above you, and I in that one moment, and I won.
I think the thing about, and that's awful, screw you, but the thing about Run versus Jump is that there's a lot more characters which are like slow, and some characters that are just really, really fast no matter what. And so, well, actually, no, that's not true. I think it's easier to get someone who's naturally good at jumping in Jump. Yeah, I think Jump is a bit more unfair in that regard, because I remember playing as what's his name, Villager, who's returning, and basically I just used my regular B. I barely got any jump throughout the match, but just regular jump and just won because Villager's up B is like.
I mean, for both run and jump, Sonic is ideal because I mean I'm not saying the best character, because the thing is that Mega Man's Rush, if you jump on Rush twice, like you get some really good air, but just like the fact that Sonic's up B sends you up like really quickly in a straight line, and he's already the fastest thing alive, unless they, enter Dr. Eggman as a different character.
I mean, technically Palutena's faster.
Oh, don't you start with that. That's only for short bursts. And clearly Sonic's holding back.
Apparently. I mean, that makes sense. No, he doesn't. He's fighting. That doesn't make any sense.
Of course, no, he's holding back on his speed so he can see where he's going.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, the stages are short, because I don't like playing as Sonic. But other than Smash Run, and I think story mode's returning, the biggest thing, which this is completely my guess, but
is to get rid of the Gust Bellows.
Oh my goodness. Well, no. I mean, they're not going to. Gust Bellows are pretty much a common hammer. Gust Bellows and Orc Hammer, Orc Sword, whatever that giant Orc Club. Those two are so unfair, and shows that wind is really the most dangerous thing in Smash Bros.
Or, okay, here's an idea. Which would you rather? For that not to happen, or for them to bring Magic Cat back?
I would rather that than Magic Cat, because I hate Magic Cat. I hate Magic Cat, and I hate Magic Cat more than Yellow Devil.
You know what we need to do? When Lincoln comes back over, we need to play Magic Cat, but only with the only item on is either Gust Bellows or the Orc Clubs.
Yeah, that sounds real fun.
Yeah, we need to do more special stuff like that. I could map them out, and without a crowd to like be complete wusses, it's like we could actually get some stuff done. But whatever, continue.
Yep. But yeah, the one really risky, completely my guess, if I guess correctly, I will be the king of the world, is multiple Final Smashes. And you're talking about what if they get rid of this for this? And I'm thinking, no, they'll probably just keep both. They'll probably just add give everyone a new Final Smash, and just have 2 Final Smashes for each character. And that is my big daring guess that will definitely happen. See you in a week.
Wait, what? Did you just cut off, or was that a thought that you're thinking?
No, I stopped. I said see you in a week, and then that was that.
Oh, it sounded like something else. I mean,
Nope.
What goes on in my mind is weird sometimes. Either way, yeah, just I mean, I was with you on that multiple Final Smashes thing, but especially considering what I said earlier about how a lot of Final Smashes really do not satisfy me. It's just like even just like Captain, like for example, even Captain Falcon's. It's like, okay, so you run him over the car, then you run him over the car again. It's Just like, come on. Why not just give it up, Nintendo? Just do the final Falcon punch from the anime. Just do it. Everybody wants it.
It probably will happen. The thing with Final Smash.
I mean, the anime was a piece of garbage, but still.
It's better in Smash 4, but it's still a problem where I don't think all the Final Smashes are quite balanced. There are too many that are just super powerful, and there are too many that are completely worthless. It's not as bad as Super Smash Bros. 2, where if you're playing as Black Mage or Donkey Kong, you are pretty much an absolute killing machine, and everybody else is just okay.
I mean, that depends because that depends because like for example, I don't know how to use Diddy Kong, and I certainly don't know how to control this Final Smash well. But people who do are very annoying.
That's true. People are very annoying with Yoshi's as well.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Too many Final Smashes. They some of them are completely brain dead. They just wreck everything, and then there's some that take a lot of skill to use. Like what's his name? Pikachu and Sonic more or less are the same Final Smash, but you will get a lot more results with Sonic.
Yeah, but you can also you can juggle people much easier with Pikachu.
That's Pikachu.
Oh my gosh. But
it's a good way to end it.
But yes, with all that in mind, I'd have to say that, of course, I want to Switch, so I need to actually go update on this. But it will depend, because I'm sure that no matter what, it's it'll be enjoyable. It's not like I'm relying on Game Freak to give this to me.
Yeah, if it was Game Freak, then oh gosh. It's HAL Laboratory and Bandai Namco and Sakurai. They know they're doing.
Well, Sakurai knows what he's doing, but he also knows a lot of other stuff that nobody knows. Isn't that right, Trip?
That's true. That's true. I can't. That's true.
But at the same time, I heavily respect the man, despite the fact that he keeps looking younger and younger, making me suspect what type of creature he is. And also HAL Laboratories. If there was any game company where my life was on the line and I needed to trust a game company, it would be HAL Laboratories.
That's true.
Man, imagine if because we have game ideas. Imagine if our games got published by HAL. It's that'd just be the dream come true right there.
Oh yeah, certainly.
We'd be guaranteed quality.
But yeah, this is getting really long, so yeah.
We're not ending it on a so. We're not ending it on a so. Yeah, we have to end it on a. We have to end it on a different note, man. We're not lame. Well, I'm not lame.
I am very lame.
You know what? I'll take that.